The next thing on our agenda, you all should have a little schedule in here. We're just going to move right through. Is we're going to hear from Larry. Larry is part of our safety security team, Larry Minkler. He's going to talk to us about some of the safety and security procedures. How many of you know what to do if there is a fire? Not if you are on fire, if there is a fire. How many of you know what to do if there's a tornado? Yeah, I don't either. So Larry is going to come and talk to us about those things, as well as some general safety information that is important for all of us to know. What happens if a child is injured going through all that process. So Larry, would you come on up here? Would you welcome him?
Yeah, my name is Larry Minkler, and I'm Director of Security here at Crosspoints Church. We basically have three components of our emergency management team. We have a safety team, a security team, and a medical team. And we all try to work hand in hand for whatever situation may arise to help the people in the street. We are here to serve. We are here to help in medical situations. We're here to help people locate. We're here to turn on the microphone. Is that better? My name is Larry Minkler, and I am not an actor. Director of Security here at Crosspoints Church. Basically, our emergency management team is broken up into three components. We have a safety team, a security team, and we have a medical team. We work hand in hand for any situation that may arise. Hopefully, we have thought those out and have a plan in place to take care of the situation. A lot of it happens on the fly. The coordinator of our team is Randy Maines. He is in charge of all three teams. We meet on a quarterly basis and discuss current procedures, what has transpired in the past, and what we may want to do in the future to improve our actions. On Sunday mornings, what we call prime time, we have a team leader, and that team leader basically is responsible for the functions of that team. We have various members of our team assigned to different areas, and we communicate via radio. Our mobile 2 position is typically the person who is outside the nursery, and they carry what we call the nursery bridge. The children's ministry workers are on a separate channel than the security team, so we have an individual that monitors their channel and can communicate back to the team leader. As the team leader can also communicate through Mode 2 to the ministry team what may be transpiring and what actions need to be taken. Todd is in the process of passing out for me the tornado drill, as well as the fire drill, as well as lockdown. The tornado drill has been approved by the pastoral staff. The other two are under review. We will look at those in just a minute. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for what you do. I do not have those skill sets. God did not give me that gift. I have a hard enough time with the two kids I have. One of them is 24 and one of them is 12. So I am very appreciative of you folks for the skill set God has given you. He did not give that to me, unfortunately. Or fortunately. I'm sure you'll agree with me, our most valuable gift here at this church, aside from our Lord, is our children. The members of the team are very passionate about the safety and security of our kids. We hold that at the top of our list. Safety and security is not only our job, but we feel it's your job as well. And I'd like to highlight a couple of things we'd like you to be cognizant of. First of all, we'd like you to be aware of your surroundings. Observe who's coming in, who's going out. I have what I call my 10-point game. Every morning when I wake up, I give myself 10 points. Throughout the day, if someone approaches me and I haven't seen them, I take away a point. That makes me cognizant of my surroundings. It makes me observant of who's coming towards me, what their actions may be. I'd like for you to to report DLRs. That's what we call people who don't look right. This may be an individual that we had in church last July. Came in a full-length coat. The temperature was above 90. Sat through the first part of service with his coat on. We were a little apprehensive of that, particularly in July, particularly with the long coat. So anything that you feel isn't right or doesn't look right probably isn't. And at that point, we would like you to get on your radio. We would like you to alert the safety or security team. We will then begin observation, and then we will take whatever action we feel may be necessary. Via the radio, we have an individual located in the sanctuary that advises the pastoral staff of what is going on, particularly if there's a problem, so that we can gain advice from them or how they may like us to handle a particular situation or occurrence. Thank you for your attention in that. I appreciate it. You will notice that you have basically, I'm going to call it a sheet of paper, which is a layout of the rooms here at our facility. I'd like to go through the tornado action plan. Tornado watch basically is when the government is issuing an alert for weather services that are conducive to a tornado, maybe imminent. At this point, we will make a decision as a team and as well as the pastoral staff. And what we will more than likely do is we will move the children to a safer location within our facility. We have contacted Johnson County Emergency Action. They have come out. We have reviewed the building. I've attended seminars with this, and this is our best course of action. We don't want to do that in conjunction with a tornado warning. When a tornado has been spotted, or when we feel it's immediately here, we would rather have those kids moved in a controlled environment as opposed to an emergency environment. Services may continue on in the sanctuary, but we have our children located at the safest points in this building. Now, part of our discussion in preparation for that is the need for a kit or a bag or a plastic container with whatever supplies your class may need to sustain that. Particularly in the nursery, you may want to have spare diapers. You may want to have spare snacks. You may want to have the essentials that you will need and typically have in your room so that at moment's notice, someone can grab that bag, can grab that container, and take it down to those rooms. We don't want you folks scrambling at the last minute trying to gather up things that you might need for the duration of the day that we're going to have here. So please, in your individual areas, think of what you might need. Please get with Pastor Devin. We need to acquire those containers. We need to acquire those materials and make those readily available. We would ask that they're not broken into or used throughout the normal course, but that they are there for an emergency situation, much like our medical bags are here for an emergency situation.
Larry?
Yes.
So you're going to take them down if there's a watch or a warning? If there's a watch, you're going to take them down?
If there's a watch. Now, okay. Johnson County is a large area.
And we get watches.
And we do. And fortunately for us, most of the watches occur late evening.
Yeah.
Okay? So, we're pretty cool on that point. We're monitoring. We will monitor via the television. Our radios also are connected with emergency services. If the warning seems to be focused in south of Olathe, there's really not what we would perceive as an imminent threat to us.
Okay.
If it's in Bonner Springs, totally different animal. So if we feel that there is going to be a problem which may affect our area, our church, we will move the kids under a watch condition at that time.
Okay.
Hopefully before tornado warning does occur. Certainly if a tornado warning occurs and we feel that it's going to immediately impact us, we're going to move. In the first paragraph, nursery will be located in room 107. You can see that on your chart. Rooms 105 for the little kids of faith, and rooms 102 for the kids of faith, and 103. There are some descriptions of basically what the team leader and what the safety and security team will be doing to facilitate and help in that, as well as our medical team. We will read the emergency evacuation announcement to the congregation, let them know where their children are, and as we dismiss the congregation from the sanctuary, we will advise the parents to join their children. There's no need in excess anxiety on the parents' part being separated from their children, and we feel it's beneficial to have them in that area as well. Our sanctuary, yes ma'am?
On the diagram, where's room 102?
It actually is across the hall, basically where the nurses' station is, and it's behind the nurses' station in the admin location. And you're right, it's not on here. If you look directly across room 103, you will see a hallway extending north. That first little alcove to the right is the nurses' station, and the room right behind it is 102. So if you look under where it says lower, between the word level and education, where it says lower level education wing, that room is just below that space between level and education.